Hello, great people. Are you there? The Niger Republic coup, that is what we want to discuss. Nigeria and the ECOWAS are talking about intervention. I think they have sent delegates to Niger. Hey, I laugh in French. Niger speaks French. I laugh in French. Anyway, let's look at this Nigeria's planned intervention. It reminds me of a movie I watched in Nigeria, and I know that movie would have been built from certain things that have happened in Nigeria. About how one General Mijin Yawa in the movie, in the said movie, I've forgotten the name of the movie, done by a very talented Nollywood director, I think Izu, yeah. So, in that movie, what happened was that pensions for military officers were being cornered by certain soldiers who are in service, who forget that they will retire and also begin to receive pensions. So they were cornering military pensions and into their own bank accounts, uploading it to their bank accounts, and the pensioners were suffering greatly. And it came to a point, because these are retired soldiers, they keep loitering and camping around the military pensions office, and somehow they had access to guns, because they said an old woman does not get tired in a dance she knows. And somehow they invaded that place. Such places are not well guarded or fortified like barracks. These are just offices where they receive their pensions. So they managed to invade and seize the whole thing, seize the whole people there, and some people were injured. In that movie, it's a movie, but I know most movies are built from real life events. So somehow news went to the barracks, the authorities, the military authorities, that certain pensioners have access to gun and invaded the pensions office of the military. And we're like, they have hurt certain people and they are not ready to give up. They are ready to die because they're already dying. They don't have their pensions. So immediately, General Mijin Yawa, who is part of cornering what belongs to them, sent troops immediately to go and crush them and cover up evidences. Just like we hear here that some of the times the military are involved in this oil theft, and rather than wait to be probed, they burn the oil vessel, destroy evidence. So Mijin Yawa was there on time to destroy evidence with soldiers. He wanted to clear all these soldiers, and certain other officers were like, okay, let's not go an all-out attack on them. Even though they are holding people hostage in the facility, let's just carefully know how to disarm them. But Mijin Yawa wants to overrun them, clear evidences, so that it will not be known that they have been cornering the pensions, so that no one would hear what the pensioners, the old men, are saying. So let me compare it to what ECOWAS, the rage at which ECOWAS is trying to move into Niger. The ECOWAS leader, the Nigeria, which Tinubu is the president, they are in a rush to invade quickly. I don't know whether they are prompted by France or they don't want coup. The way they are in a rush. The way they are doing it, as if they have something to cover up. And if you check it out, how did Tinubu come into power? How did he come into power? Is he trying to hide something? Compare this story to that. And again, they are trying to steal focus. Right now, we are waiting for the results of the Presidential Election Tribunal, PEPT. And we are about being distracted. How did he come into power? Anyway, let's leave that aside and let's discuss what has transpired after the coup. We had Nigeria has cut off supply electric supply through the northern part of the country, which has borders with Niger. And from what all it seems, ECOWAS is like trying to do French bidding. I saw a video of a Ghanaian president, I think Akufo-Addo, or I don't know whether it's a recent, the present president. I so much like the video, just that my problem with African leaders is that they say one thing and do the other. They are controlled by the West. They do the biddings of the West, irrespective of what he has said in the video. For me, I am tired of so much noises. I want action. So he's saying that they can't continue to serve the West, that they have their own interests, and their own interests should come first. Now, Nigeria wants to participate. They want to remove the coup plotters, the ones who have succeeded to oust they call it civilian elected president. I'm not comfortable with that anyway, because these politicians, most of them are not elected. They manipulate their way into offices. Okay. The other day I heard too that they have imposed a no-fly zone. I laugh in French again. And I watched Husseini, of Arise TV. He was discussing that. Do you know what it costs to impose a no-fly zone? Go and ask questions. It involves that, a no-fly zone, that no plane will fly over this particular area, these skies. That is what it means. No plane will fly over the skies around this area that the no-fly zone is imposed. And that means you have to monitor that area by every means. That's equipments available for that, including you have to fly jets around. And these are not anyhow jets. These are not anyhow jets. The cost of running such jets and the missiles are to be ready, because you are ready to shoot down any aircraft that crosses the no-fly zone. That's, if you know the cost, you like, what has Nigeria gotten itself into? Are there no other way? Meanwhile, Nigeria has said military action is a last resort anyway. And there is this other thing to consider. Mali, Burkina Faso, who are countries that are being led by military rulers, are in support of Niger. They have done consultations and they are saying, we are ready to oppose ECOWAS. You know what that means? If you don't have the support of all ECOWAS countries. And let me tell you, Nigeria is bearing the cost. When you hear ECOWAS, without Nigeria, I don't think there is ECOWAS. That is what you should understand. Without Nigeria, I don't think there is ECOWAS. And having understood the condition of Nigeria now, dollar is a world reserve currency. What is 1 naira to a dollar? That tells you how the economy of Nigeria is also doing. There is so much inflation in Nigeria. You know what it means to fund a war? A military action in such country? You know the cost? In a country that is, the economy is struggling right now, and Nigeria will bear the most cost, like I'm saying. Anyway, they have given the military junta until Sunday to leave, or I don't know the next actions after cutting off their supply. But I don't think it's a wise option. Yes, I don't think it's a wise option. Another thing is, some people are talking about Russia's interest on the side of... So, Nigeria should exercise caution in getting involved with this. Yes. After all, you don't even know who... Yes, there is a military, there is somebody that is in the leader of the coup. But you don't know those who are actually behind the coup. There could be foreign interests, superior interest beyond Africa. So I am doing this video to advise Nigeria to be careful, and don't be so imbued. Uh, Let it not be about your ego as ECOWAS. It's like even ECOWAS is doing the biddings of the West. I'm telling you, I will not, because of ego, destroy myself. You know what it means? You want to sack a military government in their own base. Yes, quite all right, you have the might and everything, but it's not going to be an easy task. As considering that these guys have sworn, it's not like the ECOMOC of those days. No, things have changed now, greatly changed. It will not be an easy task because they are getting supports already. And by the way, yes, though the population of Niger is not half the size of Nigeria, but the land mass, it will be hard, very hard. And again, there's one more thing to consider. Having seen pictures and videos, you will realize that at least 90% of the Nigerian population supports the military in that coup. They support the new junta. So, can ECOWAS sustain this? How long will they sustain it? Even if ECOWAS succeeds to remove the current coup leaders, can they maintain him there? What other support does he have there? The whole country is vibrating happily because of the coup. So how long can ECOWAS maintain whoever? Or if they manage to reinstall him, how long can they maintain the president? Anyway, viewers, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more updates. Bye-bye for now.